Hello, my name is Alejandro with GSC, and today we're going to take a look at a very interesting and useful trim tool trick that you can use to prevent redefining geometry. So here on the screen I have a square block, and instead of having flat faces on the top and bottom of my block, I want to give it more of a rounded shape, maybe more ergonomic, maybe if somebody's gonna hold this part. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to go into our sketch and modify our original sketch in order to update our 3D geometry. So I'm going to go into my sketch. Here you can see that my 3D model was based on a square shape. So typically what you would do is you would go ahead and I can either delete the line, or maybe I can use my trim entities command, and I'll do a power trim. And I'm just going to hover over that line. Now notice that when I do that, a lot of my lines turn blue. That's because any constraints or dimensions that were controlling those lines have now been removed, and now they are underdefined. So even if I go ahead and create a 3-point arc to create that rounded shape, now I have a whole bunch of underdefined sketch entities. Remember, if sketch entities are shown in blue, that means they're underdefined. If they're shown in black, they're fully defined. So let me go ahead and do that. So instead of doing that, what I would rather do is I'll go ahead and activate the trim entities command. But this time, if you look at the very bottom of our trim property manager, there's this option called keep trim entities as construction geometry. And what this is going to allow me to do is anything I hover over or I power trim over, instead of deleting it, it's just going to convert it into construction geometry. So I'll go ahead and hover over. You can see this line is converted into construction geometry. It did not delete any relations because the geometry technically still exists. It's just construction geometry now. And now I can go ahead and create my 3-point arc. And then I'll just have to give this 3-point arc a size. Let's just make it 20. And here you can see I have a fully defined sketch. So I didn't have to go back and add additional constraints or dimensions for those remaining lines because the construction line technically, the top line of my square did not get deleted. It simply got converted to construction geometry. I did not have to fully define my sketch. And you can see here my geometry updates. I can do this once again. Once again, if I go to the bottom and if I just delete this line, once again, everything becomes underdefined, and I don't want that. So the better solution is, once again, use that trim entities command. Check on the option keep trim entities as construction geometry. I can then power trim. You can see the line still exists, and once again I can create another 3-point arc. And I'll give it a size. Let's say 80. And there I have my rounded faces. So using that trim command or doing power trims is very powerful, very useful, but sometimes you want to simply convert those trim lines into construction geometry opposed to completely deleting them. This is going to allow you to not have to redefine existing geometry. This has been Alejandro with GSC. Thank you for watching.